student. Today we are going to discuss about adventure sports like mountaineering, rock climbing, trekking, river rafting, surfing and paragliding. Let's start. First, rock climbing. Rock climbing, it is an adventure activities in which the participant climb up, down or across the rock formations, natural rock formations. The goal of rock climbing is to reach the end point or predetermined point without falling. And for a successful rock climbing, the person should return to the base without falling safely. Okay? Rock climbing, it is an adventure. It is an adventurous activity It is an adventure activity in which participant climb, okay, in which the participant climb up, down or across the natural rock formation, okay. Participant climb up, down or across the rock formation without falling. This is about the rock climbing. Okay, rock climbing, it is an adventurous activities in which the participant climb up, down or across the natural rock formations without falling. The goal of rock climbing is to reach the end point or a predetermined point without falling. And for a successful rock climbing, the person should return to the base safely. For rock climbing, the person should be physically fit. He should have physical fitness like strength, endurance, coordinated balancing ability. He should have proper knowledge of climbing, etc. The equipment which are required for rock climbing like helmet, clipper, climbing rope, harness, safety belt, safety hook, etc. Next is mountaineering. Mountaineering, it is an adventure activity in which participant climb over the mountain. The goal is to reach the top point of the mountain or a predetermined point without falling. And for a mountaineering also, the person should be physically fit. He should have high altitude training, they should have knowledge of climbing, etc. The equipment required for mountaineering are gloves, shoes, helmet, belly device, clipper, climbing rope, compass, safety belt, safety hook, gloves, high energy, packed food, etc. These are the some equipment which are required for mountaineering. Third is trekking. Trekking, it is a long adventurous journey. It is a long adventurous journey undertaken by foot, undertaken on foot in the area where the transportation facility is not available. Okay, trekking, it is a long adventurous journey undertaken on foot in the area undertaken on foot in the area where transportation where transportation facility is not available. This is about the trekking. Okay, trekking, it is a long adventurous journey undertaken on foot in the area where common means of transportation facility is not available. The persons enjoying the mother's natures, they take the photos too, etc. The trackers should not spoil or disturb the natural resource. He should only enjoy the natures. The safety equipment required for tracking are first aid box, map, tracking map of the area, tent, sleeping bag, water bottle, etc. Next is river rafting. River rafting, it is also known as white water rafting. River rafting, it is usually done over the fast flowing river. It is usually done over fast flowing river. Okay, the river rafting, it is also known as white water rafting. River rafting, it is usually done over the fast flowing river. In river rafting, raft is used. In river rafting, raft is used. This is about the river rafting. River rafting, it is also known as white water rafting. It is usually done over the fast flowing river with the help of raft. Raft, it is a lightweight, multi-layer rubbish board filled with the air. A chapel enabled the raft to flow over the waters. River rafting, it is very dangerous activities. Therefore, the persons should know the swimming. He should know. He should know the swimming. He should have the knowledge of the swimming, knowledge about the flow of river, etc. Safety equipment required for river rafting are life jacket, safe raft, swimming suit, life jacket, raft post, knowledge about swimming, knowledge about flow of river, etc. Next, surfing. Surfing, it is also a water sports in which the surfer rides, on moving waves. Okay, in surfing, the surfer rides on moving wave, balancing on the surfing board, balancing on the surfing board. This is about the surfing. Okay, surfing, it is a water sports in which the surfer ride on a moving wave, balancing on the surfing board. The safety equipment required for surfing is that first the person should have knowledge about the swimming, knowledge about the wave. He should wear life jacket, swimsuit, etc. And last is paragliding. Paragliding, it is paragliding. In this paragliding, it is the adventure activities which is performed in the air. It is a recreational, thrilling and competitive adventure sports flying with the help of paragliders. Okay, paragliding, it is the adventures activity in which the person flying, in which the person is flying, with the help of paraglider. This is about the paragliding. The person is flying. The person in which the person is flying. The person is flying with the help of paragliders. Paragliders, it is a light weight, free flying. It is free flying food launched with the glider aircraft with no rigid primary structures. In paragliding, the persons fly with the help of paragliders. These are some adventurous activities. Okay, adventurous activities are the adventurous activities are the risky and dangerous activities which are performed in the natural environment We perform in the natures. We perform in the natures. We compete with the natures. It is very dangerous activities. The outcome of adventure sports is uncertain. We don't know the outcome of adventurous activity. Therefore, it is very risky and dangerous. But adventurous activities, it gives lot of excitement, thrill, enjoyment, recreations, etc. It also helps to develop confidence in a person's. Adventure sports develop confidence, how to overcome the emergency, etc. And these are the some adventurous activities like rock climbing. Rock climbing, the participant climb up, down or across the rock formations. In mountaineering, the persons climb. The persons climb over the mountain. In trekking, it is a long adventurous journey undertaken on foot where the transportation facility is not available. And river rafting, it is a water sports in which is usually done over the fast flowing river with the help of raft. In this chambers, the raft is a lightweight, multi-layer rubbish board filled with the air. A chamber enables the raft to flow on the water. And surfing, the surfer ride on a moving wave, balancing on the surfing board. And last is paragliding. It is paragliding. In paragliding, the person is flying with the help of paragliders. Okay, it is the adventurous activity in which the person fly with the help of paragliders in the air. Next is sports injury. What are the cause of sports injury and how we can prevent sports injury? First cause of sports injury. Cause of sports What are the cause of sports injury? Sports injury are the injury which occurs in the sport. Every sports person is prone to accident or injury, irrespective of preventive step of the players. The main cause of sports injury is lack of fitness. First, lack of fitness. If the player is not fit, then it may lead to accident. The person should be physically, mentally, emotionally fit. Lack of fitness leads to injury. Poor concentration. Poor concentration. If the players do not concentrate on the activity which is playing, it leads to injury. Poor concentrations or lack of concentrations. Okay, if the player is not mentally ready for the competitions, then it may lead to injury. Overstress. Or tension. If the player take overstress, if it is overstress, tension or unbalanced psychological behaviors, then it may lead to injury. If the players take lot of stress, tension, then he will not able to concentrate on the game, which leads to injury. Not performing warming up. If the warming up exercise, it is a set of exercise which are performed before the activities. So, if the persons do not perform the activities, if he do not perform the warming up activities, then it may lead to injury. Equipment. Equipment failure. If equipment failures or fail of equipment may cause injury, may cause accident over the skill. Faulty skill. If the player's skill is not good, okay, faulty skill, player perform faulty skill or unbalanced movement. If he is not able to coordinate his movement, then it may lead to injury. Not following rules, not following rules. If the player do not follow the rules and regulations of the game, then it may lead to injury. Okay, therefore the person should follow the rules and regulations. Aggressions of if the player play aggressively during the game, then it may lead to injury. Poor play field. Poor play. If the playground is not as per the rules and regulations of the game, then it may lead to injury, because every sports has their own playground. So, if the playground is not as per the rules and regulations of the game, then it may lead to injury. Not considering safety equipment. Safety. If the player do not consider the safety equipment of the game, if we do not wear the safety equipment, then it may lead to injury. Wrong training methods. Wrong training. If the players use wrong training methods, if the player use wrong training methods, if we do overtraining, overloading, then it may lead to injury. Therefore, the players should follow the training principles. Wrong treatment of injury. Wrong treatment of injury. If the player is not fit, if the injury is not completely healed, or ignorance of the injury, then it may lead to sports injury. These are some cause of sports injury. Okay, sports injury means the injury which occurs in the sports. So, if the player is not physically fit, if he do not have concentration, if he is not psychologically ready, if he is not mentally ready for the competitions, then it may lead to injury. If the players play aggressively during the competitions, okay, if he has aggressive behaviors, if he do not follow the rules and regulation of the game, if the playground is not as per the rules and regulation, then it may lead to injury. Prevention of sports injury. How we can prevent sports injury? 100% in game and sports, 100% prevention is not possible, but it can be minimized by following. It can be minimized by doing the warming up before participating in training. We should do a proper warming up. the person should be physically fit. There should be proper medical checkup before the activity. The players should have full concentrations over the game. The players should be mentally ready for the competitions. You should not take any stress, any tensions. You should wear safety equipment, safety guard. Playground should be as per the rules and regulation of the game. The players should follow the rules and regulation of the game. Safe environment. The players should do the activity under the observations of the expert. He should use proper training methods, the proper training. He should use proper training principles, proper training methods. Follow the rules and regulations of the game. He should play the game with sportsmanship spirit. Okay, he should play the game with sportsmanship spirit. He should control his aggressions while competitions. He should control his aggression behaviors. Proper training methods. Follow the training principles. He should have a knowledge about the first aid box, first aid knowledge. He should have training about the safe step, etc. These are the some points which had to minimize the sports injury. Okay, proper warming up. Do not take any stress or tensions. Have full concentrations. Physically, mentally, psychologically ready for the competitions. Follow the sportsmanship spirit. Follow the principles of training. Do not show any aggressive behaviors. The playground should be according to the game, equipment, etc. Okay.